welcome to the Fandom Show, the podcast where we learn about fantastic fandoms by talking to our favorites about their favorites. I'm Kaya Green.
And I'm Stephanie Malik.
And today we are talking about the video game, the Greek epic that is a pantheon of fun.
Oh.
I don't know how to make a joke about this one. It's Hades.
It's Hades.
You know, you read the title when you clicked on it.
I hope so.
You might not know what it is, though.
Yeah.
You could think that we're doing just an episode on the god of hell.
Honestly, can you imagine? I mean, that would be pretty cool. If someone's like, you know what? I love Greek mythology, but only this one man.
Yeah, exactly. So before we introduce our guest, Steph, what do you know about the game Hades?
What do I know about the game Hades? I know that it is a game. It is Greek mythology based, but it is a roguelike game where you essentially keep trying over and over to get out of hell and to figure out a bunch of twisty-turny stories involving different gods, different people in Greek mythology. It is a phenomenal game. We are currently playing the second game of it. I friggin' love this. I was a kid who was obsessed with Greek mythology. I don't know if you were as well, and obviously I'll throw it back to you. What do you know about this?
I mean, I have played the games.
Yeah.
With you, mostly.
Yeah.
Not exclusively. I feel like we got into them separately and then started playing it.
Wow, you're playing Hades with someone else?
No.
Yeah.
Does playing it by myself count as somebody else?
I don't know.
Am I cheating on you with me?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know what the parameters are here. I feel like I'm in trouble.
You're okay.
Yeah, okay. Let's try this again in a Hades-esque manner. What do I know about Hades? I know it's often referred to as a roguelike, where you play basically the same levels over and over again, but you power up when you die. Which, when I first heard it, I was like, well, that sounds terrible. And then I
also thought it sounded terrible when I heard that. I was like, that sounds so frustrating.
Yeah. But then I got intensely addicted to it.
Yeah.
And I will say that it is one of the best produced video games, especially indie video games, I've ever seen. But we can get into that.
We can get into it.
In the event that we have someone in the studio who's an expert.
Kaya, guess what?
What?
We have a guest.
I did not see this coming.
Whose fandom is Hades.
What?
Oh, yeah. Get ready for it, because Motzie Dapul is a queer Filipina showrunner, writer, artist, voice actor, and animator who brings Filipino and LGBTQ plus themed stories to global audiences, primarily through genre stories such as fantasy, mythology, sci-fi, horror, and romance, and often all at once. She's best known as a showrunner for Heine, a Canadian podcast award-winning horror fiction podcast. Motzie, hello, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on to talk about this.
Yeah, this is very exciting for us.
I'm very excited, yes. I'm about to explode all of my Hades lore all over the place.
Yes, good. This is what it's for.
So we kick off the same way every time. Let's pretend somebody listening to this has never heard of the game Hades. How would you explain it to them?
I would explain it as, if you like hot people and good art, I mean, that's what people always talk about when they see Hades. It's like a lot of really, really hot gods and a lot of really hot characters with amazing art, like beautiful art, and like a gameplay loop that is so addicting that it's so the first time I ever played Hades, like back in 2020, in the full release of the first one, I was like, I'm gonna try it out. I'll do one run, maybe two. Yeah. And then I sit down, I play it, and then I look up and it's 8:00. I started at 12 noon. No. And I was just like, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Where am I? What's going on? So that's the experience with Hades. It's just so addicting so fast. It gets you. It gets you.
It is really that like one more run kind of feeling,
Exactly,
right? Because you think, what's a run?
But then you forget that a run can be like half an hour to an hour.
Or longer, depending on how long you're going, because for those of you who haven't played it, the way it works is you go until you die, and as you get better, it takes longer and longer and longer for you to die. So when you start, maybe a run is 20 minutes, but then by the time you're getting to the final bosses and stuff every single time, you're talking like hours.
Absolutely. Although I will say, because I played, as you can probably tell from my very first Hades game, I continued playing that pretty much constantly for the next few years.
Yeah.
To the point that I started like casually speedrunning it, and I think my fastest time was a little under 8 minutes. So
What?
it was,
Oh my
it was like
God.
7 something is my fastest run.
How's that even possible?
Yeah, there are speed because I was also following speedrunners who were like, this is what I do, and I'm like, oh, I see, okay. So that's how you make it faster. That's how you can do all that damage. So I started doing what they did, and even though I'm not their level, they're like professional speedrunners.
Yeah.
I got down to below 8, like sub 8 is what they call it, and I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. I'm like a casual gamer and I did this.
That's badass.
That's wildly impressive.
I play on God mode and it's pretty much maxed out on one of my
Yeah.
games. Like I don't understand how one could do that.
Yeah, we're not talented that way.
It is so fun. But, you know, like because it's so fun, you get, you know, you want to get better and better.
Yeah.
And in some cases, it's just like, I think one of the things, like it's not, obviously it's for sweaty gamers, but at the same time, it's like we're trying to do sub 8, but not even because like the reason Hades 2 works as a roguelike, and for those of you who don't know, a roguelike is sort of like a type of game where dying is built in, like you have to die over and over again. You have to like go back over and over again to improve your build. You know, you have to improve like how strong you are. But in other games, it does get tiring if you don't like that system.
Yeah.
In Hades, you don't, there's a really good story with really good characters, and you don't get to advance that story unless you die. So deaths are not this frustrating thing that keep you from the story. Deaths are a way for the story to progress even more. So it doesn't feel like you lost. It just feels like the natural progression of the story. It just feels like the next chapter.
Yes.
And I think that's what Hades does really, really well for that genre. It's like, it's letting you turn the page. Death is turning the page rather than like being forced to not turn the page.
Yeah.
That's so well put. And I think you're totally right that what makes it what makes the mechanics so special is how good the narrative is in it and how good the writing is in it. And also just the fact that dying fits so well in the narrative they built, the idea that you're trying to leave hell over and over and over again. So the grind of it fits the tone of what they're trying to do narratively as well. Like it's a Sisyphusian task in a very literal way.
Yes.
Yeah, and Sisyphus is there.
Exactly.
You know, he's so friendly.
Literally hanging out.
Yeah, he's just a cool guy. And yeah, like what's great about it as well is that even if you, for example, you're not a gamer, you think, oh, I'm never going to be able to do this. I'm not a good gamer at all. One, Hades gives you a way to sort of like make it a little easier, which is called God mode.
Less God mode.
Yeah, we
love
It's
God
so
mode.
helpful.
So it like helps you sort of like it heightens your defensive capabilities a bit more. But even if with all that you're like, oh, I'm still a bad gamer, dying is like to a point more beneficial to you than winning.
Yeah.
It's like it'll give you more chances to get stories progressing. It'll give you more lore. It'll give you more dialogue with all the characters that you like. Yep. And they have a lot of dialogue. They have like thousands of lines per person. So you will almost never run out of dialogue unless you're like me and you end up with like 300 runs in like a year. And you're like, yeah, that's when you run out of dialogue. But like even me, I found out that there was dialogue that I had never unlocked.
What?
And so, because every time you die to something, there is special dialogue for that thing that killed you.
Oh my gosh.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So like every single thing that could possibly kill you has a special dialogue. And I have not died to every single thing in that game. So if you are self-proclaimed really bad gamer, that means you have more of a benefit because you get to unlock all the really cool, unique voice lines that I never got to unlock.
Benefits for people who are bad at video games.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah,
Finally stuff
exactly.
for me.
Truly accessible to us all.
Truly, yeah. Hades is fun for everybody, I think. Like
Yeah.
it encourages you to improve, but it doesn't punish you for not being good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like it like rewards you for improving, but if you keep dying, you're like, that's great. And in Hades 2, they do that as well. I've played myself because I never want to die. Because again, like I'm kind of a sweaty gamer when it comes to Hades. But I played myself because one of the other things that happens when you die is that you get to meet all the people who you can romance, right? So in the home base or out of the home base, you can meet people you can romance. And of course, you can in Hades, you have a lot of choices. What's
Who
really
did you
nice.
romance in the first game?
All of them.
You can romance
Yes.
multiple people?
Yes,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can.
they're
gods are slutty.
It's great. It's like it's really wonderful, like polyamorous representation too
Yeah.
in both games.
I say slutty as a positive. I need to make
Yes.
Oh
that
yeah,
clear.
yeah. Ethically slutty.
The problem is, and I'm so mad because I was like, there's this one person in Hades 2. No spoilers, but like, I won't say anything about the character. I'll just say like, oh, this is a romance. I really like this romance. And then I was like knocking my head against the wall, like, why can't I progress this romance? Like, what's going on? What am I doing wrong? And then I found out from Google that the only way you can progress this romance is if you die. And I never die.
Oh,
In Hades 2. And I'm just like, oh no.
You got to get worse.
Yeah, exactly. I like being a sweaty gamer has like gone against me because I can't progress this romance without dying.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, so I just like started forcing myself to die on these runs just so I could get the romance going.
Just standing still in the middle of the room.
Yeah,
Like,
just like get me, kill me, kill me.
I die for love. I die for love.
I die for love. and even now, I'm like, I finally progressed the romance, finally finalized the romance. And what's fun is that you still get like sometimes love scenes with these characters. And but unfortunately, because I'm again a sweaty gamer, I have not had a love scene with this character in ages. And I'm just like, what am I doing? I know I have to die to have a love scene with this character, but I'm not dying because I'm a sweaty gamer.
That's
like,
so
what am I doing?
funny.
That's so funny.
Okay, who was the first person? Who was your first love in Hades?
Oh, that's a good question because I can't choose. I couldn't choose.
Yeah, fair enough,
I like
fair
all
enough.
of them. I guess like of the three, because I like being able to romance all of them. But of the three, I really like Dusa.
Oh, Dusa.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I love that.
Dusa's just a
nice.
sweetheart.
Yeah.
Like if I had to pick one only, I probably would have like had my canon run be Dusa. Dusa being a big friendly Gorgon head, like a snaky,
Such a
snaky
sweetheart.
Medusa head, yeah. And she's so sweet, she's so bubbly, she's so fun. There's something about her that's very appealing, but she's obviously like not because again we've mentioned that there are love scenes in this kind of like fade to black love scenes in this game.
Yeah.
She doesn't have love scenes because she's more of a like platonic you can have a relationship with her, but it's either platonic or like sort of, like there's no sex in that relationship.
she's
She is
mostly
a
a
head.
head.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
a head. So
Literally
like,
disembodied.
unfortunately,
There's things you can do. but-
yeah, but like she's more of the like the friendly, I guess like at most like a platonic life partner type.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's still like kind of my favorite of all the ones that are like seem to be romantic-ish or like have a sort of romance angle to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Asexual romance is still romance.
Yes,
you know?
exactly.
I went for Megara myself because I love an enemies to lovers, of course.
Yes, a big mean lady.
Yeah, and it just like there's something about the having to fight her every time. That
Oh,
was
yes.
like this is the tension.
Ups the tension.
It really does. Steph,
forbidden.
Did you romance somebody in the first game?
I'm an Artemis girly.
yeah.
I never got far enough to get a full romance activated with her because then I put down the game. And I want to talk a bit about this because obviously as you play a game over and over and it's this keep going, keep dying, keep going, keep dying, sometimes you're just like, I got to take a break from you. I'm dying too much. So me and Artemis, it never happened.
Yeah.
Second game, we're trying.
Oh well, yeah.
We're trying.
It also never happens because Artemis is your cousin. So
Look, they're all related.
yeah, they're all related.
Everyone's somehow related
it's-
to you,
It's
I'm
so
sure.
funny how hard Hades tried to unincest the game, but at the same time, I'm just like, you can't. Like,
also
you
hard
can
to do.
try.
Yeah.
You can try, and they were very admirable in their attempt.
Yeah.
But then they also added a line where. One of the characters says like, "Oh yeah, technically I'm related to Cerberus," and I'm like, "I know," and it's weird. And I'm like, "Yeah, the family, you're blood related to the family dog." That's like, you can make jokes about it, but that's like the fact that they did their best to remove all traces of incest from this game when Greek mythology is just
Like literally
you gotta look
nothing
at your
but-
source material, man.
Yeah.
That's like going back into British royal history and being like, they've never slept with their cousins.
Yeah.
never.
Like, yes, they do all the time.
And also, I
Yes.
feel like it. This is me. What a weird choice I'm making to
Let's
make an argument
go,
for
Kaya.
this. But I feel like gods are different.
They're not people.
They're not people.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have bloodlines, right? It's fine.
Yeah.
They become swans. I don't know.
They become swans,
like,
exactly.
People are sleeping with
They've
swans.
done
Why are
worse
we mad about
things.
that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, but I do admire their like attempt to do it just to
Yeah.
make it like accessible to everybody
Yeah.
because it is like Greek mythology is not accessible to everybody
that's
in
true.
that way.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's
It's
a lot
not-
of moments where they're like, "Thank you, cousin, for helping me," and I'm like, "Yeah, I get it. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I
All
hear
right.
you."
Yeah,
Cool.
Absolutely.
It's like what was it? It was in one of the myths, Persephone's father was Zeus, who is also the brother of Demeter, who is the mother of Persephone, and Persephone marries Hades, who is the brother of Zeus. and
Yeah,
Demeter.
like it's not good.
It's not good.
We
It's
are
not
already
good. So
in
they
that
had to
game
do
a
something.
product of
Yeah.
incest.
Yeah, like if it were now, it would be a reality TV show.
That's true. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh
for
my
sure.
goodness, yeah.
For sure. Keeping up with
Up with the gods,
The Pantheon?
Hades. Yeah, the Pantheon. Yeah, there you
keeping
go.
up with the Pantheon.
There you go.
So I have to ask, what made you pick up Hades? What about it, like, obviously there's millions of games out there. What about it hooked you when you were looking into
Well, that's
it?
a good question. I don't even remember anymore. What was I even into before that?
There was a life before Hades.
Yeah,
and a life
right.
After
Like,
Hades.
I mean, it was 2020, so I don't remember anything before 2020.
fair.
Like, what are we talking
Legit.
about? Well, I was into Dragon Age Inquisition before that.
It's my favorite
yeah.
game series.
It's also my favorite game series.
Why are we talking about Dragon?
Yeah, like let's talk
Fuck
about
you,
Dragon
Hades.
Okay, we're gonna switch over to Dragon Age now.
huge pivot. Huge pivot.
But I forgot what got me into Hades, but certainly something made me like buy it and sit down and play it for 8 hours straight.
Yeah.
But after that, I can definitely remember because it was an indie game, even though it had this gigantic success, like unprecedented success. Everyone still acted like, as an indie would, where every bit of interaction was enjoyed by the creators and the voice actors and the fans. Like, all the fans were so, friendly and, like, making so much good art. And all the voice actors were seeing all the good art. And all the creators were seeing all the good art.
Love that.
And it was just this wonderful sort of community. So even though I can't remember what got me into Hades, what kept me with Hades, other than the really good gameplay and just a good game, was that the community was so lovely. And I actually even made some very lifelong friends from Hades, and one of them was actually the voice actor for Dionysus and Ares.
What?
Oh.
Dionysus is my favorite voice actor.
Yeah, and also he voiced oh my gosh, Theseus. He voiced
Oh
Theseus.
my gosh.
Cool.
Yeah, so
Great work.
he's a great guy. His name is Cyrus Namadi. He is like currently also a game developer. I want to shout out Cyrus.
Cyrus.
Cyrus,
Great
you do
work.
good work. Your
Yeah.
Dionysus is sick.
Yeah, we became
they're all
really
great.
good friends because it was the funniest thing. I was like, I tagged him in some really good, like, I think it was Theseus and Asterius, who is the Minotaur art. And I was like, please, I'm sorry if I'm bothering you, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no, keep tagging me in these cool things.
So nice.
And so we got into this rapport, and then we both got suspended from Twitter for like a week for the same reason.
No,
which
what?
was that we were both super anti-cop about something.
This is a safe space for that.
I'd say that's a pretty good reason.
I messaged him on a different account, and I was like, "I'm sorry, I'm suspended. Like, if you can't find my account right now, I'm suspended from Twitter." And he's like, "Oh yeah, me too."
Band buddies.
Band buddies. So we've been like friends since then.
That's so cool.
Like we've never met, but just friends on the internet as you
Totally.
do.
Internet friends are real friends.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, exactly.
We've had people on
And-
this podcast we met on the internet initially.
Yeah, we met on the internet initially.
Oh,
so-
absolutely. Yeah, yes, we did.
Internet friends are real friends.
Yeah, that's true. And he released a game. I'm gonna shout it out just randomly, but he released something called Vampire Therapist.
I'm
lately.
sorry. Say more.
Take my money.
Yeah.
Take my money.
Yeah,
That
it
sounds
was,
amazing.
Guiding vampires through, like, very stereotypical vampire trope people through like therapist.
Oh my god,
I want to play that so bad.
I just finished watching Interview with the Vampire season 2, and I'm like, vampire therapist, please. I need one of those on that show.
Yeah, exactly. And
That's so
obviously
fun.
him being an amazing voice actor, he voices in it. Matt Mercer voices in it.
Oh, so cool.
Lots of really cool people voicing that game, and it's an indie game, and I always want to
Absolutely.
shout it out.
And indie games are having a nice moment these days.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like Balatro.
This year is
year.
like crazy for indie games.
Yeah.
Expedition 33.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing great work.
Is it Blueprints?
Oh, Blueprints.
I haven't played it yet, but I really, really want to. I've watched people play it.
It's real good.
It's very roguelike in that you replay days over and
It
over.
looks so
but
good, like
it's
puzzle games.
So good.
We got hardcore obsessed with that one for a little while. Like
need
we
to.
were waiting all day to just be like, I just want to play Blueprints.
Are we done work? Can we play Blueprints?
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna grab it.
Yeah.
I think I just gotta I started playing Silk Song. I really do like it. But I'm not super consistent with it. I'm just trying to learn
Yeah.
a bit more. But it is. When I'm tired of Hades, I play Silk Song because I'm just like, And so the reason I'm tired of Hades 2, even though not because it's bad, it's really really
It's
good.
really
I gotta
good.
tell people Hades 2 is amazing. Go play it.
Yes.
The reason I'm tired of it is because by the time the full release came out, I had 400 runs.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
well, yeah, that'll do it
that's
for sure.
Fair.
You had already played it.
Exactly. By that point, they were like, "Hey, you finally have the ending." I'm like, "That's cool."
I'm tired.
I lived 400 lives.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'm excited for the ending when I get to it
Yeah.
in a month
That
or
makes
two,
sense.
eventually.
How did you find? Do you have a preference between the two games?
Ooh, that's a good question. Because Hades 2 has more,
Yeah.
more stuff.
It does.
So it's hard to say. I do think that the gameplay in Hades, in the original Hades, is much better for me. I think it was just more fun because it was kind of more active, and Hades 2 is more stop time. You can do a lot more. You're a lot more powerful.
Yeah.
But the momentum of Hades 1 felt a little better.
Yeah.
That being said, out of the two of them, I don't think I really have a preference. They're both just really beautiful, really fun. There's more game in Hades 2 for people who care about that sort of thing,
Yeah.
where it's like you're gonna try to figure out what's what. But I think getting both of them is a fun time no matter what.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hades 2 is just all the stuff you like about Hades, but more.
But more.
Yeah. They did a good job of that. It feels consistent with the first one without feeling like the same.
Yes, exactly,
Is
exactly.
a really hard needle to thread, I feel.
And also, I watched this one reviewer, and I don't know if you've ever heard of him. His name is Yahtzee Croshaw.
Oh, yeah. I love
Yeah, former Zero Punctuation, now fully Ramblebatic,
Yes.
indie reviewer now.
I watched so much Zero Punctuation back in the day.
Yeah, and now's a good time to get back into them because they are now indie and you can support them.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what I
It's
like to
called
hear.
Fully Ramblebatic now. Anyway, I watched his review of Hades 2 and I found it really funny because he loved Hades and he was like, he loves Supergiant, so he was going to have fun. He knew he was going to have fun. And then he was like, oh, I'm kind of disappointed that there's only, he started it out with, oh, it's the same thing, but in reverse. That's kind of disappointing. It just feels like the same thing. And then he halfway through the review, he was like, oh, he was pretending to be the game. And he was like, okay, Yachts, that's okay. I'm just going to leave out through this door. And he's like, what door? Yeah, the one to the surface with an entire second game attached to the first game. And he was like, you what?
oh my god.
And that's kind of how it is. It's the first half of Hades 2 is seems like the same thing.
Yep.
And you're going to get tired of it eventually. And then you get just a much bigger second half of this game attached to the first one after you play for 6 hours or a day or two. And then you get twice, and actually more than twice the amount of game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we beat the surface before we beat the underworld.
that is so funny.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
God
I don't know how
mode.
it happened. I think it's God mode. I think
maybe
God
so.
mode.
I
Yeah.
think we got excited about the surface and started playing that more, and it was ticking the God mode up.
Oh, yeah.
So by the time yeah.
That's true, and it has more levels, so God mode would have been ticking up more and
Yeah,
more.
that
than
makes sense.
Back down, yeah, that's true.
God mode does make it easier every single time you die. It gets easier and easier and easier, which is
So that's part of it. For
Yeah.
sure.
delicious.
Exactly, and it's so funny. I also was playing a lot of the Surface before the full release. So, and I continued playing the Surface because I found it more fun. But by the time, like, yeah, I finished the entire surface like story, and they were like, "Go down to the bottom." I'm like, "Okay, fine."
You're like, I guess I'll go.
Yeah, okay, all right, that's fine.
Yeah, there are some characters I miss in the underworld though. I want to go
That's true.
back. 'Cause
Yeah.
I hear Narcissus has a great story. That
Narcissus
we haven't
is so
gotten to
cool.
yet.
Yeah. I always loved Narcissus because, you know, like he's the narcissist. Like people, like you are prepared to hate him.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you meet him, I just found him so adorable and
Yeah.
sweet. He was just like, "Oh, I'm so obsessed with myself, but here's a bunch of stuff for you." And he just gives you stuff, and he's just like the best friend you have. Like he's like, "Oh, you don't really care about me. You care about the stuff I give you. So I'll stop giving you stuff." And then like, actually, I like you as a friend.
He's like, it has to be platonic. I have too many fans.
Yeah.
Too many people.
platonic. I already have my true love, myself.
And the voice acting choice on that one is so funny. I really thought they were going to go with like a smooth, hunky kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's so weird and
Such a weird voice in a way that's so fun.
It's great.
He's so cute. I love him. He's like, I cannot, like, there's nothing about him I can really hate because he's such a cartoonish character.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I only care about myself, but here, have some free stuff." And I'm just like, no, that's a good friend.
And that truly is one thing that I just absolutely love about this game is how good the characters are. Like when we because there are recurring characters that come out of Hades and into Hades 2. When we encountered one of the gods for the first time in the surface, I was so excited to see him.
I feel like we could say there's going to be spoilers if you're listening to this.
Yeah.
It's Dionysus.
It's Dionysus.
It's Dionysus.
When I ran into him at the surface, I was like, "Oh my God, it's Dionysus!"
Showing up in his little leopard print thong. Oh my God.
Delighted by that. We won't spoil any ending stuff. We couldn't. we haven't gotten to it.
We haven't gotten to it. Either of them, truly.
Yeah, I guess that's actually true.
Who are some of the other folks that you love running into on a run? Like when you get to them, you're like, "Oh, it's you."
Yeah.
So here's my favorite. I don't know if it's it is a spoiler though. It might be a
Gentle
spoiler, a
spoilers.
gentle spoiler.
If
for
you've
you.
seen Greek mythology, you'll probably have heard of some of these folks.
Yeah,
Yeah, although I'll spoil it for you because I don't know whether or not you're going to do the rivals mode. So the rivals mode is that thing that you do to make every boss fight harder.
Oh, yeah, I won't do
Yeah,
that.
so you're not
because-
gonna do that. Okay, so I'm going to spoil it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like there's a mode for sweaties like me to make every boss fight harder. And it is, yeah, like it really significantly makes every boss fight harder. And in this case, it's when they join forces and it's really cool. So
The bosses join forces?
yeah, so it's like lore-wise, it's really cool, but also just fighting-wise, it's really cool, and it's kind of couched in this. The darkness is making us do this so that we can help you improve, kind of thing.
Okay.
So the people that are on your side suddenly are are more of your enemies.
Uh-oh.
But only to help you improve. You know,
Okay,
like they're
yeah.
like, we're still friends, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
try to kill you now.
they're negging you,
know?
basically.
Exactly.
Right.
So, for example, in the first one, I really love Polyphemus, the not centaur, sorry, the Cyclops.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I love Polyphemus, and then during the rivals mode, he gets joined up by wow, her name's escaping me right now, Medea.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so Medea is assisting Polyphemus by, you know, like making it harder for you to kill him, putting poison all over the place. It sucks. Like, it's like, I mean, it sucks in a fun way, you know,
Yeah.
but it still sucks.
Yeah.
In an I chose this kind of way.
I chose to torture myself,
Yeah.
but yeah.
This is on me. Yeah.
Exactly. And Medea's just like, "Oh, you know, like goddess, you know, we're still friends, but I'm gonna use all of my potions on you now." And it's like, yeah, you love this. You fucking love this. But my favorite one, and the one that makes me so happy every time I see it, is that the rivals mode with why are all of their names escaping me right now?
There's a lot of them to be fair.
Prometheus. So
yeah.
Prometheus and his, you know, and his eagle are gonna face
I
you.
hate that eagle.
Yeah,
I hate that eagle
Yeah.
so much. He's
Yeah.
such a jerk.
Yeah. Prometheus is like genuinely like one of the hardest bosses, even compared to the final boss for me. Because he's so fast. I think that's like what it is.
Yeah.
He has less. He doesn't show his moves as much as any other boss, so he moves very quickly. But in Rivals mode, the one who joins him, and it was such a big moment. It was like, how could you? Like blah 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 blah. It was Hercules joins
Hercules,
Heracles.
no.
Sorry, Heracles is what they. Yeah. So Heracles joins him. And my favorite thing about it is that the way that the dialogue makes it seem is like she's caught them in some sort of affair. Because it's like, it's just so funny. It's like, you're not going to tell anyone. And Melina is like, how do you know I'm not going to tell anyone? Because it'll ruin people's like how they feel, like they won't have any more faith in this war effort, blah 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 blah. And so Melina is like keeping the secret of their partnership, and I'm just like, this is really gay.
I love that.
These games are so gay.
I mean,
so gay.
they have to be because Greek mythology.
Yes.
It's very gay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, the way that it's really cute in a weird way because they're both so serious. They're both such serious guys.
Oh my God, totally.
But I think it's also mythologically accurate. I think Heracles is the one who frees Prometheus.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, so like it makes sense too. But it's just because Heracles is so like mad and jaded and like he doesn't trust anyone anymore.
Yeah, he's hard.
Yeah.
He's been battle worn.
And then suddenly he's like standing by Prometheus' side, like, of course I'm here. Like, why wouldn't I be? And I'm just like, oh my God.
I love that for them. I'll never see it because I'll
Yeah,
never
exactly.
play on that
I'm
mode.
like, I need to tell you.
Thank you for telling us.
The mode is quite wild.
I'll
Yeah.
watch someone else play it on the internet.
That's right.
Be
That's
like,
what we'll do.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
nice. That's so nice.
That's so cool. And I will say they do a really good job of interpreting Greek mythology in those ways.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Of just like, okay, so what's the basis of this character? How could we turn that into our version of that? You know, it's very cool.
Yeah,
I like
the
it
writing
a lot.
on the game is so incredible.
So good.
Exactly. And this is a major spoil. I won't say it, but there are ways that they do syncretism in this game that I really love. So syncretism is this thing where certain gods are the same as other gods, right? They're considered to be the same as other gods in Greek mythology. Sometimes they're considered to be the same. For example, Dionysus and Zagreus are the same in certain mythologies. So what's really interesting is that in the first game, they just make it to be like Dionysus and Zagreus have a joke where they tell Orpheus that they're the same guy. And because it's from the Orphic hymns, like in actual like history mythology, that says like Dionysus and Zagreus are the same guy. So in the first game, it was just a prank they played on Orpheus to be like, hey, we're the same guy, by the way. And then the second one, Melinoe is also syncretized with another god or like person, figure. But then they make it the big post-ending twist. Oh, but I'm not gonna say who it is.
Don't say that one.
It's like it's crazy. I saw it in like I haven't finished the game, but I saw it in a YouTube clip, and I was just like, oh my God. So something to look forward to at the end of the game is that the syncretism of Melinoe being another person, another like figure of mythology, is also done in this game, and it's so rad.
That's so detailed.
Yeah.
Like they clearly really did.
They really did
research.
proper research, which I really love. Like they did not skimp on like the research. Another thing is that one of the things was that in mythology they would refer to because if you remember in the first game, Poseidon would call Zagreus Little Hades rather than by his name. He would just call him Little Hades, Little Hades.
Oh yeah.
And the reason for that is in mythology, this is how they're often referred to as well. Like in mythology, you're like he was called Little Hades because he was a son of Hades, or because again with syncretism he was also considered another version of Hades. Whoa. And so calling him Little Hades was to reference that.
Yeah, holy.
That's so cool.
It's a lot of really cool like detail that they put into the writing of this game, and sometimes they just make jokes, but sometimes it's like it's genuinely like so good.
As somebody who like clearly loves mythology, because I assume you knew a little bit about this going in, potentially a lot.
Yes. Love mythology.
It must have been so satisfying to catch little things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And watching other people who are also experts in mythology kind of catch these things and like point out like here are a bunch of things you missed from the Hades games about mythology.
I love online communities for those reasons. Just
Yes.
being like, here's every little tidbit of information you could possibly find. Where did your online community for this congregate primarily?
Twitter when it was good.
The old days.
Back when Twitter was good. A little bit of Tumblr, but mostly Twitter.
You've run through hell 400 times and Twitter still felt like too much.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Twitter, when Twitter was good, things were amazing.
I miss those days.
I really do.
So if you had your way, is there another mythology you'd like to see get the Hades treatment?
I would want to work on a game with Philippine mythology because that's my jam.
Yeah.
It's what I write about. It's what I create about. Like I have a lot of like, not as much as a historian would or like a proper like scholar would, but I have a lot of information about Philippine mythology that is not widely shared because it is such a niche and small but growing sort of like interest point in the Philippines because a lot of our history was kind of erased or like fragmented. So it's kind of hard to put all of this information together. But in the last 10, 20 years, there has been this effort to kind of make it more accessible to people and sort of share those stories. So I would definitely want to do that. I know there's a movie coming out that's going to have like some sort of mythology edge. An animated film, I think. There have been talks about it, but no trailers yet. I think it'll be another year or two. But for a game, I would absolutely love to write on or voice on or just take part in a game about Philippine mythology, specifically about Tagalog gods, because that's my specialty, because Philippine mythology is vast. There's so many like different parts of the Philippines. There's lots of like, things that and everyone else could talk about that I don't know about, but I would love to focus on Tagalog mythology and also just monsters because the monsters are so cool. Like the monsters are so unique.
Love a good monster.
What
That's awesome.
What would you call the game? Do you have like a main character that you would want to center it around?
That's a good question. I haven't thought about that yet. I think it would depend on like which one we decide to focus on.
Yeah.
I have been behind the scenes sort of writing about the children because I've sort of like made it like an outline and a pilot for a children's show about the goddess Anagolay, who is the goddess of lost things.
Whoa.
Cool.
Yeah, so she's a goddess who like you would pray to find things, so she can always find things. So if she were in a game, it would obviously be some sort of like investigation, finding, like adventure game sort of.
Sick.
What a good idea.
Yeah.
Sick. Anyone out there, game developers, get in touch.
Yeah,
get
you
in
heard it
touch
here.
with Motzie. That sounds sick.
Yeah, absolutely. That needs to happen so we can play it.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I have a question re-combat, because clearly you've gotten extremely good at the combat in these games.
Teach us, train us.
Yes, exactly.
good.
This has ceased to be a podcast, and it is now just an
I'll
educational
guide
session
you.
for us.
Like, bring me back, and I'll have like we'll do a game
Oh my
session, and I'll like
God,
show you how I do it
please.
because
I
absolutely
legit-
I'd love to.
If we just sat here and just played for the next like, half an hour.
exactly. I wouldn't mind.
Okay, so say somebody's listening to this and they're like, oh, okay, I've been playing it a little bit. What are some tips and tricks? Like, are there, for instance, in the game, there's boons that you get from the gods that like combine to give you cool powers. Do you have particular like stacks of boons or like sets of them that you really, really love?
So here's an easy-ish one. It is obviously it's a lot of RNG, right? But like there is a way. This is my favorite build. I'll call it.
Yeah. Look.
I call it the super moon laser. So I've done the super moon laser, and I've gotten it to the point that the final boss for the surface, right?
Yeah.
Like
This is
Typhon.
Hades 2 specifically.
Yeah, Hades 2.
Okay, cool.
So I'll do Hades 2, then I'll do Hades 1. But
Great.
Hades 2 super moon laser. It has killed Typhon in like less than a minute.
Oh my God.
Like the super moon laser. So basically, you know how Celine will give you a moon boon, obviously. But usually what I do is first I try to get an Apollo boon. So here's the thing. You have to have gotten your relationship good enough with Celine that you get these God-blessed moon boons.
Yeah.
So obviously this is a little bit into the game. But when you get an Apollo boon, any Apollo boon, and then you try to force getting a moon boon. I call it a moon boon. That's not what it's called.
Really
but you get
fun
the
to
idea.
say though.
It's a
Moon
hex,
boon.
right?
Yeah, the hex, exactly.
Yeah.
So the moon boon. The hex.
That's way more fun to say.
It's better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then you go to the moon hex, and then you try to get the laser, but that one you can't roll for, so it really is RNG. Like, if you want, like, the laser is good, but if you don't have the laser, that thing, the wolf howl is good, where you like crash into the earth. That's a different thing. Anyway, you have the laser and you have the Apollo, and then you start building. And when you start building, the Apollo boon gives you a special upgrade to the laser that makes it insanely strong.
Cool.
Like it makes it just like it's a sun laser now, right? The sun is a deadly laser. It's like that's what you call this. Sun is a deadly laser. And then if you can get it, try to get it the triple beam. So the triple beam, and then try to get that one where it'll do damage around you also, and the one where the first strike is 500 damage.
Oh.
And then like basically get every single upgrade that you can. And when you use that moon boon, like when you use that moon laser on Typhon, literally you just have to go up to right in front of his face, hit the moon laser. It'll make him go through his phases like automatically.
Oh my God.
Because it's doing that much damage.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like first hit 500. And also the thing that like does damage around you is very important, because what's happening is that if you have a triple laser, if you're far away from him, it doesn't work, because the triple laser, it's 1, 2, 3 damage, right? But if you are right in front of him,
All three
are
of them
damaging
hitting,
him at
yeah.
once, plus the AoE around you, all at the same time. It just
Delicious.
delivers such an amazing amount of damage that it like kills him almost instantly if he didn't have phases.
Oh, the dopamine rush.
Yeah, it is so
you would
beautiful.
feel like a hit.
1 minute you kill Typhon.
That's gorgeous. The one time I killed him, I just put a bunch of stuff on one particular move over and over again, and
Yes.
it did enough damage. But it wasn't 1 minute. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mostly just cried.
It hurt his feelings.
Yeah. And he hurt my feelings.
That's right. So Hades won.
Hades won.
What's your favorite combo
Okay,
there?
my favorite combo. It depends on the weapon, but let's
You can pick the
say-
weapon here.
Yeah,
too.
which weapons are your favorite too?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Because you do have, while you're thinking, I'll buy you some time. You do have a couple of weapons that you can choose from every run.
Exactly. Okay, I'll give you 3
Amazing.
builds.
Amazing.
One is the bow build. So if you have the bow, and if you have the one where you can load all your casts into your bow, you have to get the Aphrodite cast, then load every single cast, and then have your attack be a crit. And basically, when you load every single Aphrodite cast and have your attack be a crit, and then you also get that hammer that makes you have 3.
Oh, I love that one.
3 attacks.
Yeah.
And then every time you hit somebody, you have to be right beside them. And so you have to be right beside them, load all of your casts, have the 3 thing, and then just let it go. And it like eats up half or more of their health bar if it's a boss in just one go. That's one of them.
Wild.
And obviously if you also hit your power shot, like that's their entire life gone. The second one is the sword. You have to get the was it Nemesis blade? One of the blades, the one with the crit on it, the auto crit.
Yeah.
You have to get the dash boon from Artemis. You have to get that dash strike hammer.
Okay. Yep.
That makes your dash strike stronger, and then you just dash strike endlessly. Because basically what it does is that it makes every single one of your dash strikes a crit.
Oh God.
And so you are kind of just melting. It's almost like you're box cuttering through people.
Oh my God. You just heat up the sword and it just like slices them like butter.
That's literally what it is. So you just gotta like continuously dash strike, and you are just gonna melt everything.
That's so badass.
Yeah. And the third one, and by the way, my favorite boon, like accompanying boon to all of this, except for the bow one, because that needs the Aphrodite cast.
Yep.
For the other ones, I love the Hunting Blades Ares cast. So it's basically you have to have prerequisite boons from Artemis and Ares, and the Ares boon always has to be the his cast, his spinny
like
wheel
swirls
thing.
around. And
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, you love that one.
That's my
Yeah,
favorite.
and the Hunting Blades. And if you get the Flurry cast from Hermes, which allows you to just hold down the button and release all your casts, you basically have these 3 hunting blades that will melt your enemies for you, especially if they're fully upgraded. You get the legendary from Ares, and you have like some sort of crit chance on them. That you can just let them go, and they will just melt your enemies. Especially if you have more casts. And my favorite build for that is the Achilles spear.
Yeah.
So the Achilles spear, when you use the special and then you like kind of ram into your enemies, it raises all of your damage by I think 40%.
Oh my god.
So imagine Achilles spear, right? Raise your damage by 40%. You're like bright. You're lit up because you're already like doing the boon, and then you release all of your casts. Your casts are now doing 40% more damage.
Oh my god.
And it melts through your enemies consistently.
Like butter.
Yeah, like butter.
Delicious.
Like
That's
you.
fun.
That's how you get to sub 8 on a
Oh my
on
God.
a run.
That makes sense. You just fast. You gotta
Yeah,
take 'em
you're
out
killing
fast.
you're killing them so fast. But yeah,
Incredible.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm a professor. No, but teach you how to do builds.
Lecturing.
But I can't take credit for all of this. Obviously, the hunting blade cast thing is something that I kind of just figured out on my own. But the rest of it I learned from Hades speedrunners. The most famous and the most well known of which is Haelian, Haelian, and he is just a fun guy to watch. He's an amazing speedrunner. Cool. There are certainly others, but that's one I know, and he's friends with the devs because he was one of their earliest early access players.
Cool.
Okay.
Who got really really good at the game.
That's amazing. It would be cool to build a game and then watch a speedrunner try and like min max it.
He had the funniest moment where he was doing like a no hit, and then he took like an explosive boon that would hurt him.
No.
And he was in a small room and it hurt him even though he was out of the range. So he was so frustrated that he picked up his phone and then he started calling. And then he called somebody and you're like, who's he calling? And he's like, Amir. And Amir is one of the head devs of
Oh my
Hades.
God.
And he called Amir. And he's like, Amir, what the hell just happened there? He's because to be fair to him, he was out of the range. But
Like,
still
he
got
shouldn't
hit.
have hit him, yeah.
But at the same time, then Amir's like, why did you take that explosive boon?
You should know better. It's gonna hit you.
You're doing a no hit.
That's so funny.
That's so fun.
And that's the beauty of indie gaming,
Yes,
baby.
your friends.
You know,
so
that
good.
wouldn't.
That's so fun.
Even if you worked on something over at, I don't know, Naughty Dog, the chances you're calling up, Neil Druckmann or whatever, are pretty low, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Oh my
crazy.
God, it's such the funniest moment.
delightful.
He was like, Amir. And it was like, hell yeah. His name is Dan. Dan,
Oh.
what were you thinking?
Why would you do this,
would you do
Dan?
that?
Oh, I want to dig that video up. I want to watch that. That's
It's
very
so
fun.
Good.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
funny.
we've talked about combat, but there's so much other stuff other than combat to do. Do you get into the fun game of redecorating your house or befriending different animals? Is there a favorite part outside of the combat and story that you enjoy?
I mean, I do love doing everything. Because I'm the kind of person who I love games, but I don't play that many. I think I play a maximum of 4 to 5 games that I'm really, really into, and the rest I sort of watch other people play and enjoy that way.
That's great.
Not counting maybe some horror games that are kind of one-shotty.
Right. Yeah. Once you know the scare's coming.
Yeah,
that's
scare's coming, and then it's just it's finished in 2 hours,
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Yeah,
But-
Doki literature.
Yeah, something like that, exactly.
Yeah,
But I don't play that many games. So when I do play the game, I do everything in that game. So I'll definitely decorate the house.
Yeah.
I'll, make sure I get every single thing.
All of Orpheus's music. And
all of the
that
music,
stuff.
et cetera, et cetera. So I just do everything. But all in service of the gameplay, all in service of just having fun.
Yeah. It's there for a reason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Obviously, the romances are my first priority out of all of them.
As they should be.
We love smooching in a game.
There's a reason you also
Exactly.
like Dragon Age
Yeah,
Inquisition.
yeah.
Exactly. It's also
Come back
that,
to this.
the
It's-
romance, exactly.
A Venn diagram when it comes to that's a circle.
Absolutely. And
Can I smooch? I like the game.
Yeah.
exactly. And Dragon Age Inquisition also had a lot of stuff crafting wise, and I also
Yeah.
min-maxed that like crazy. Yes. I made one of the most powerful weapons in all of Dragon Age Inquisition that nobody else had ever done.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was the most insane thing. It was I had found some sort of weird formula for crafting. And it could only be done once because it was a one-time material.
What?
And I was able to get the most insane damage thing from it. And yeah, that's the kind of person I am. When I get into something, I get into all of it.
Yeah, when you play the game, you play the game.
yeah. And I also get into the lore like crazy. Like I can tell you the most random lore bits of my favorite games, like Dragon Age Inquisition, Elden Ring. I was really into. That was after Hades 1.
Yeah, and there's a lot of lore there. We did an episode on that recently.
Much lore, yeah. Elden Ring was something, and yeah, with Hades, it's like a mix of loving the lore, but also just being a mythology nerd.
Yeah,
So
totally.
like being obsessed with the lore. So
I love that the 3 games you named are like 3 of the biggest games in terms of just stuff
in scale, that's true.
Like,
I mean, when I get into something, it has to fill up my day.
Yeah, it needs to have enough for you to go through because clearly you will.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I love that.
Oh, yeah. I get obsessed. And, similar to the Hades experience of waking up after 8 hours and being like, what's happening?
What year is it?
Where am I? It happened to me with Dragon Age Inquisition. I was basically playing it nonstop at home when I first moved to Canada. And so I was just, I played it for a whole month. And then the first time I went out, like I was in Oakville. I went to downtown Oakville, and I was like kind of bleary looking around all the daylight. And then I saw some plants, and my first thought was like, I need to gather those.
Oh, yeah.
I need to gather those herbs.
I need some elf fruit.
That's happened to me
I need some
before.
elf fruit because it's based in Alberta, right? Yeah. So a lot of the plants that they have are Canadian plants, and so I go out into the real world and I see the exact same plants, and I'm like, I need to snip those. Gather that for my potions and my.
That's so funny. That used to happen to me when I played a lot of the Spider-Man Insomnia games. I'd look at like the corner of a building and be like, I could web to that. Like, oh God, I need to go for more walks.
Yeah, exactly. Like I need to be outside. Actually, This is not good.
Yeah.
What would you say is the nerdiest thing you've ever done in relation to your fandom of Hades?
Well, there's a lot. Rather than the nerdiest thing, I would say the biggest fandom thing I ever did was I took part in a massive anthology, like a fan anthology.
Cool.
And the fan anthology, like even the voice actors bought it, like literally, like it was a big one.
What was it called?
Oh my God. So here's the funny part. The fan anthology was an erotic fan anthology.
Yeah.
it was,
I mean, with this game.
Exactly.
Yes.
It was a fully
only
erotic
correct.
fan anthology. It was called Divinity. It was a hard, and it was crazy how much went into it because it was this hardback tome.
Oh my God.
I received a hardback tome that is still in my apartment. And because I had contributed to it, I got it for free. It came with a lot of like extra stuff. And one of the stuff was Zagreus booby mouse pad.
So Zagreus with boobs.
Yeah, Zagreus is
That's
booby mouse
so
pad.
funny.
And what's really funny is that I'm not like a booby mouse pad person. Like I'm not gonna yuck your yum. If you enjoy the booby mouse pad, I'm not gonna judge you for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's not really my thing. But when I received it, I still use it to this day just because it was a good quality mouse pad.
I mean, you can't say no to that kind of good product. You
It's
know?
like it's been 3 years since I received that, and I still use it just because it's like it's a good mouse pad.
Good
and
wrist support.
Good wrist support,
Yeah.
and it is really funny because I look down and I'm like, maybe I should replace that. Maybe I should get a different mouse pad.
Maybe one day.
I don't know, but it was free. It was free.
Yeah.
It was a nice quality. It hasn't broken down.
Yeah.
I want to see a photo of this mouse pad.
Oh my
I'm so
God.
excited.
I should probably bring it up somewhere.
You could send it to us. Maybe we'll include
I wasn't
it
gonna bring it over though, because
That's fair. I can see why. Yeah, that belongs at home. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that was really funny. I also got a lot of keychains from it. A lot of just really cool stuff. I think that was definitely like perhaps the most fandom thing I'd ever done for it.
I love that.
And it is really funny because the voice actors, obviously Cyrus got one, and I believe the voice actor for Athena and what else? Oh, I forgot what else they voice acted, but Marin Miller also like bought a copy.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
That's awesome.
That's so cool.
And it was special because Supergiant Supergiant is very specific about their fan art stuff and like what you can sell. And basically what they said is that you cannot mass produce anything, but if you're making fan art and selling it, you're allowed to with an upper limit of I think 100 copies of something.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
So yeah, they have that
That's
specific
lovely.
rule because they're indie, right?
Yeah.
So they have a specific rule where you're allowed to sell fan art of Hades, but you cannot mass produce anything. It has to be original. It can't just be a dropship
Yeah.
garbage thing. It has to be something that's, what do you call it? It's just artisan crafted.
Yeah.
And less than 100 is like their upper limit. And so that was like a special, they asked for special permission to do that anthology.
That's so cool.
That's sick.
And smart too, because as an indie developer, you're building your community. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's very
that's
smart.
really, really smart.
And the more people who are hyped about it, the more they're going to share that, and the more people find out
Totally.
about your game.
Yeah.
Speaking of games, I have a mini game for you.
Oh, yes.
So, one of the funnest parts of Hades, as we've talked about, is all the different people you meet along the way that you can develop relationships with.
Yes.
So, I'm going to give you a character, and I would love for you to give me a tagline for their dating profile, like how they would attract someone for the following gods and their friends.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to start with Zagreus. What would his tagline be on a dating site?
I hate my dad.
Honestly, people would click on that.
I click on it. Be like, I
Daddy
also
issues is
do.
what
Daddy
people- daddy
issues.
Daddy issues. Oh my God. Click we.
He's a nice guy, but that's kind of his whole thing.
His whole
At the
thing. He
beginning of the
got
thing.
problems.
Literally his singular goal.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Mel.
What about Melanui?
Oh God. It's the funniest thing, but also it's too easy. She would literally just put Death to Kronos on
Yeah,
her.
totally. She absolutely would.
She would. That's all she says. No, I'm kidding. That's. Unfortunately, I thought of Death to Kronos, and that's all
That's
I can
it.
think
No,
of.
it's
And you know
good.
what?
It's good.
First answer, best answer.
That's
I think
true.
that is what she'd say. Yeah.
It is.
Okay, Hades himself.
Hades himself. He wouldn't even be on a dating profile. He loves his wife and he hates everyone else.
Yeah, absolutely. What am I doing
Yeah,
here?
he's not going to
He's
be on
the
the
Ron
dating
Swanson
profile.
of
Yes.
this world.
Yes, he
I
has
have
a mustache for it.
I have stuff to do.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm busy.
Okay, what about Megara?
Something like you'll taste my whip or something. You
Yeah.
know, you'll enjoy the taste of my whip.
Oh,
Yep, that would
She's
absolutely
getting
work.
clicks.
Yep.
She's getting clicks.
She's getting clicks.
She's getting clicks. I'm in
clicked
there.
on her.
I know. I was gonna say I'm
Hey.
in there. That would work for me. Thanatos.
Thanatos. Ooh. Oh, that's hard because he's kind of a shy boy.
Yeah, bit emo that
like,
fella.
Yeah,
I
little
can
bit
give you
emo.
le petit mort.
I think I think that would be something like that. It would just be like the sweet kiss of death or something like that.
Sweet Kiss of Death is
Yeah.
really good.
I love it.
That's really good.
love
Okay,
it.
what about Nyx?
Nyx.
Also technically married, I suppose.
Yeah,
but-
I mean, not really. I mean, she's a
At least
mother.
They're
She-
poly. You know?
right.
That's true.
Poly.
They're open. They're on the side.
Yeah, you're
She's,
right. Marriage isn't really a thing.
I don't know. Darkness guide you or something.
Yeah, love it. I love it.
Okay, Charon.
Charon.
We won't explain that. You have to play the game to
Yeah,
get it.
It's worth it. Okay, Zeus.
Zeus. Oh no.
Let me
Zeus
be
is
your daddy.
Zeus's dating profile would be a disaster.
It would be an
the
absolute
worst.
mess.
The
It would
profile
be
pictures
awful.
alone would be so confusing because
Just
he'd be
a
like
swan,
a bunch of coins.
a cow.
Exactly. Yeah, yellow rain.
What is happening with this man?
You know how guys show themselves with a picture of a big fish? He would be the
would-
big
yeah, he would
fish.
be the
big
Yeah.
fish.
Exactly. Gosh. I can't think of it, but it would be the worst thing you've ever read in your life.
Like, I'm electrifying. Want me to
Yeah.
give you a zap?
Yeah. And if you don't, I'm going to find you.
I will find you and I will kill you.
yeah.
Okay, Aries.
Aries. He's obviously like obsessed with war. I'm trying to like think of what he would say about it.
Don't fight your desire.
Don't fight your
Oh,
desire.
yeah. Or do fight your
Make
desire.
war not love.
You're very
That's
good at
very
this.
Oh,
good.
God.
You're very good at this.
very good.
Okay, I mean,
Aphrodite.
Aphrodite.
I mean, she wouldn't have to say anything. She'd
Yes.
just
It
like
would
have
just be a
photo.
picture of her boobs.
Yeah, exactly. It would just be a photo of her.
Totally.
You know.
You've already clicked on this.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
Exactly.
All right, how about Athena?
Athena. I was gonna say she's too no nonsense to be on a dating profile.
Totally.
She gotta find love. She gotta hook up.
That's true. That's true. I'm unfortunately I'm getting Hades vibes from her where she just wouldn't be there.
I totally,
You know?
yeah.
Be like, you can
just-
give up the hunt. you found your match.
I feel like that Artemis, right?
That's shit.
Athena is too like, she's not gonna be on there. She's
Yes.
just
Yeah.
like,
Athena's dating profile is just using Excel. That's Athena's whole vibe. Do you know what I mean? Athena's at work.
yeah, she's at work.
She's got shit to do.
Yeah.
Okay, now Artemis.
Now Artemis. That's hard too. Cause I mean, she's probably just like, it wouldn't even be a slogan, like, it wouldn't be something written on her dating profile. It would just be seeking women. That's it. Like, because she has no interest in like, she's only interested in
Seeking women only. Seriously.
yeah, serious. I don't know. I mean, not technically, but she is like, because her whole mythology thing is that she's like a virgin hunter, which she does like have one guy she really cared about, but again, like all of them were like were asexual essentially, like they were so it's not that she's only seeking women, but she mostly has like women in her group. But yeah, that's like I can't think of like she would be too shy to like put something on there.
I love it.
But I do think she would
Like pictures of her with deer.
pictures of her
totally.
with wildlife. I think that would be it.
I mean, it makes sense she'd be blunt. I mean, if you can say one thing about her, she's a straight shooter.
Hey!
Okay, next, Hermes.
Hermes. Oh no. The first thing that came to mind was just gotta go fast. No. No. Wrong guy, wrong speedster. Wrong speedster. But I think, something about like being like special, maybe like something like special delivery.
Special delivery.
Like,
It's me.
It's me.
Yeah, I got a package for you.
I got a package for you.
But said really fast with no space.
I can face
Yeah. Special delivery. It's me.
Okay, this is my last one. Dionysus.
Dionysus.
It's just let's fuck.
Yeah, it's just like let's fuck.
Yeah, let's have a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let join the party, baby. Like something like that.
That's sick. Incredible. Well, at the end of every episode, we like to share our micro fandoms of the week, which we're going to do in just a moment. But before we do, here are some other ways you can connect with us. The show's always going to be free, but like we mentioned off the top, you can give us your money if you want to. Do it at patreon.com/The Fandom Show. You can get a bunch of stuff for it. And we will give you our eternal love. That's patreon.com/The Fandom Show. But you can also find us on social media at Fandom Show Pod or at our website, thefandomshow.com, or we're on YouTube as well. So if you're listening to this and you're like, man, I wish I could see this with my eyeballs, you can also do that. We're waving to you right now.
We also have some merch, so if you want to snag any exclusive Fandom Show merch, you can head to thefandomshow.dashery.com/. Please
You don't
also
have to say that one.
Yeah, but it's in there.
Craig.
I want to be thorough. Please tell all of your nerdiest friends about us, or of course your regular friends. And please, if you can get on your podcast provider of choice, as we've said before, because we cover the subject of things people like, that is literally all things. So we're hard to find for a lot of people. So the more you review us, the more people can find us and potentially find their next new fandom that they love. We're spreading joy to the world. So help us do that. If you can give us a review, if you can give us a rate, if you can do a subscribe.
Tell us who your favorite god is.
That's right. Write a little one-sentence review. Tell us what you think Dionysus would say. What do you think Artemis would say? Even if you just know the Greek mythology. I want to hear it. I want to see it. So get in the comments, do that. And even just short reviews make a huge difference for people to be able to find our show.
Yum.
And we would really appreciate it. We read all of them.
We do.
Also, if you want to connect with us, you can find us on the From Superheroes Discord, where you can meet other fans or hit us up directly.
What's up, Discord? You guys are great.
Yep.
You're very fun.
Yep.
Now we're going to get into our micro fandoms of the week, starting with Kaya.
Hey,
what are
it's
you
me.
into?
Well, I mean, if you're watching the YouTube right now, you can probably tell we're pretty decked out in in Blue Jays gear. Maybe when this releases, this won't be the case. We will already know how this went. But
right
Blue
now
Jays,
we don't.
Right now we're in our present, not your present. So we don't know whether the Blue Jays are going to win the World Series, and they're in it, and it's very exciting. And honestly, I've never been a huge baseball fan, but even just like, it's not that I didn't like it, it's just nobody got me into it really.
Yep.
There was never an impetus for it, and now that we're in this context and I know what the stakes are and I'm learning and Steph has been explaining things to me, I'm obsessed. I love it so much, and I'm so excited for them. And the stories are so good. It's just a real underdog story, and I love those.
The story of this team is very exciting. It's also my micro fandom. It's all we've been thinking about or doing. And just learning about. I had a busy year. I wasn't really able to focus on the team this year, and they were in a rebuild year of the team. So I was just like, I don't know who the people are. I don't know the characters, because that's how I get into things. Is once I get to learn the people and the stories, then I'm in. And we've got quite the stories on this team.
So many.
There's no reason they should be here, and yet they did, based on the power of friendship. And that's so magical.
David versus Goliath.
David versus Goliath. Come on, David. All right. Motzie, what are you fanning out about right now?
Ooh, I just wanted to say, like, you were saying, like, people should drop their favorite characters. You never asked me who my favorite characters in Hades
Oh
are.
my God.
Yes.
You're right. We got into too many things. Okay, we need to know then.
In Hades 1, my favorite characters were Theseus and Asterius.
Yes.
My boys.
That's
such a fun
horrible,
fight.
lovely
It's
boys.
such a fun fight.
Yeah. But sorry, I just want to say that. And
Thank you. Thank you for correcting
I'm just
us.
like, gasp.
We got caught up in the romance. And
Yeah,
that's not
that's true.
necessarily your favorite character.
That's true. I never got in. I mean, they're my favorite romance. Like, together.
Those two together.
Those two together. They're all their bromance, the romance, whatever you want to call it. It's,
Excellent. Well, thank you for getting that in under the wire. Appreciate that.
Absolutely. And as for micro fandoms, I do want to shout out some, because some of my micro fandoms are, super big ones, obviously, like My Hero Academia. It's on its last season. The manga ended like this year. And they are cooking. Like, every single episode is like a movie.
Oh my God.
Beautiful. And they drop like the most insane backstory for their main villain. That was like the main villain who's been haunting the narrative for the entire like 10 years of manga and anime. And they said, by the way, his backstory and his motivation for everything he's ever done and all the hundreds of thousands of people he's killed is love.
No.
And you're like, what?
Oh my God.
It's really good. It's really good. And I was just like, what do you mean it's love?
Say more.
Yeah. And it's great because it doesn't make him a better person. The fact that his motivation is love does not make him better. It makes him, in fact, worse.
Yes, I love
and
that.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's
Tasty.
like, wow, he did this for love. And it makes him even more horrible than you've ever imagined.
Perfect.
Best villain. Anyway, my other micro fandom is a much smaller show that I think more people check out. It's so good. I mentioned earlier the reviewer Yahtzee and their indie channel, Second Wind, and they have a D&D show that is semi-animated. They put a lot of effort into it. They have this wonderful like D&D actual play.
Cool.
And it's called Adventure is Nigh with an exclamation point at the end.
Cool.
It has devoured my thoughts, and it is really good. The style that they animated in is actually quite similar to the style that, the old escapist, like, Yahtzee, zero punctuation stuff was.
Love that, yeah.
But, like, imagine that, but now put into the context of a magical world. But they don't take themselves too seriously. There's so much comedy in there. Yes. They were like, here is the world that I have made. The D&D, the Dungeon Master, Jack Packard, is like, here it is. Check out this map that I made. And he was like, Jack, is that where Queen Beyonce lives? They're just like, yes. How did you know? She lives in Castle Sasha. And then one of their players was like, and I'm guessing that the abandoned castle that she left behind is Destiny's Keep.
God damn it, that's so
Very
funny.
good. Very good.
Destiny's Keep.
I really like it. He has the dumbest names. Like, it's genuinely like a really fun story to follow with really cool characters.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's really carried by Jack just having the most gleeful reactions to having the dumbest possible names, the dumbest possible jokes he can fit into this narrative.
That's amazing.
In a recent episode, they were like, oh, there's an owl over here. Here, please ask about the owl. And then someone was like, okay, I'm going to ask the owl, what do you know about this man? And Jack was like, who?
Ha.
And he looked and he was like, yes, I did it.
That's the only reason that was in
yes.
Give me your praise. Give me your hate.
If D&D isn't full of bits, you're playing it wrong.
playing it wrong.
That's my hot take. That's my hot take.
Yeah, it's not super popular. I mean, it is, but like by standards of like some of the bigger D&D shows, it's not quite as well known.
Yeah.
But I highly recommend people who like sort of really like well-produced D&D shows. This one's semi-animated, so it'll add more to the experience. And they just released a one-shot. They finished 3 seasons that you can enjoy.
Amazing.
And the 4th one, I think, is greenlit. So I'm very excited.
That's awesome. And if you want to know a little bit more about D&D, then stay tuned for our next upcoming episode. Ooh.
Motzie, thank you so much for coming and chatting with us. Where can people find you? What do you want to plug?
You. Oh, absolutely. So the main thing is that I do Hainai, which is a horror podcast set in Toronto with a Filipino lead, a fully queer and mostly BIPOC cast. People have said it's like genuinely scary, so that's really fun. Yeah. Especially for the Halloween season. Although we're just probably not posting in the Halloween season, but we're recording in the Halloween season. So go check it out. It won the Canadian Podcast Award for Outstanding Fiction last year.
Yeah, hell yeah, it did.
So that's super great. We just the last episode that we posted was episode 69. Nice.
Woo, nice.
And yeah,
And you can never post again.
And I can never post again.
And that's the end.
Yeah, that's it. That's all.
Or get to 420.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Those are the only 2 options.
Yes, yeah. You're either in or you're out.
You're out.
Yeah, so that's what I do. Hainai is mostly what I do. I also do some monster romance comics called the Pinoy Monster anthologies. Pinoy Monster Girlfriend, Boyfriend, Lover, and Lover After Dark. And we are running a Kickstarter, but we're probably not going to get to our goal, but it's fine. We're doing another one called Pinoy Monster Horror Anthology. We're still going to make it happen. So you can check out all of our comics. You can find it by finding me and then finding the comics that I mention in all of my bios and stuff, Motzie Dapul. And I sell them at tables, at conventions, at small markets here in Toronto.
Amazing.
Or as PDFs online. So yeah,
Amazing.
if you like monster romances, if you like Filipino monsters, in fact, if you like folklore, and in our latest entry that will be coming soon in a few months, if you like horror based around like unique Filipino monsters and folklore, come check it out. Come follow me. Find me at Motzie Dapul on most socials, or find me by the Hainai Podcast, Hinay, anywhere you listen to podcasts. We are under the Rusty Quill Network, which have also done the Magnus Archives, which is, I think, one of the most well-known horror podcasts in the space right now.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
And we'll put the link to that in the description so that people can find that nice and easily.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. This was great. Until next time, love the things you love and tell everyone about them.
Bye.
Bye.